Welcome to Tuber Chat. If you are on your way towards 1,000, 2,000, or even 10,000 subscribers, then you've come to the right place. We're going to introduce you to some of the most influential content creators that can help to get your channel moving beyond your first 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. Happy July 4th, everybody. Happy Independence Day for those of our American friends who are celebrating. I know it's a massive holiday. I was very lucky to have been in the United States once, actually on a cruise ship where I was working for one summer while we celebrated July 4th, and it was an unbelievably well done party with all kinds of decorations and people just really, I don't really know how to explain it, because I just don't think that here in Canada we celebrate Canada Day quite the same way. It is a very elaborate party that goes on just about everywhere. You'll often find people cooking the world's biggest hamburger. There might be an Uncle Sam walking around. Red, white, and blue is literally everywhere. So this is the best I can do for today. Tommy Hilfiger red, white, and blue dress for today. But we do want to celebrate with our American friends, and we were lucky enough to have actually streamed the other day for Canada Day as well. And we have a lot of Canadian friends here in the Tuber Chat family, and I happen to be close to Niagara Falls in Ontario, just about an hour and a half away from Toronto. And we just want to make sure everybody's enjoying their holiday weekend. So the first channel that we're looking at today is Trish the Natural. And this creator has a unique brand of content where what they're trying to do more than anything else is help us understand how we can look after or style our natural hair. Which is really, really cool. Now, they do get into other things like wigs and a lot of hair care products and things like that, but the bulk of what you'll find on this channel is how to care for and style natural hair more than anything else. There's a little bit of extra variety in unboxings like BoxyCharm that we see on the front page and things like that. But Trish the Natural has been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter since finding Tuber Chat just a few months ago, and I wanted to introduce this channel because we always do this based on generosity and impact that I see both here in the YouTube or in the Tuber Chat family as well as out in the YouTube streets as well. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting to this creator. We don't have a sub count right now, but that's okay. We just want to push them towards their next milestone, whatever that might be. We all know what it's like to hit different milestones of different types, whether we're working on our first 5 subscribers or 10 or 50 or 100 or 1,000 or even more. So we just want to do as much as we can for each other to push each other along. And Trish the Natural, like I said, has been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. So I hope you will enjoy the support that comes back from her after you connect with her. We've got quite a few names on the wheel already. I'm just going to add a few more. I see Charlene Heel is in the house, and Candid Explorer, who is a longtime friend of Tuber Chat. And we always put members onto the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. I know I missed a couple of activities in the chat there. So the Gaming Ham dropped a super chat on us before we even started. And then Frasball Collects just dropped another one. So we're going to make those two channels the first two that we look at before I start spinning the wheel, even though they both happen to be members as well. So I do appreciate that extra generosity. Woman Outdoors is in the house, and I've got a few more names on our wheel right away. Two of the most supportive creators that I've met on all of YouTube are Michael's Adventures and Scratch and Pete PA. And if you've been with Tuber Chat for any amount of time, you likely know both of them. If you haven't, I hope you'll connect with them both. They are two creators who go over and above with extreme generosity and helping others much more than they expect for themselves. Scratch and Pete PA is on the wheel, among a few more of our members, including Mrs. VSNC09, Bayou Bengal 25, The Weightlifting Geek. I just added Woman Outdoors, and I'm just going to catch up. I'm always behind when we start this stream, so if anybody is brand new, I hope you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one, and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. I'm just going to catch up with some introductions here if I can. My internet seems to be just choking a little bit, and I don't know if that's something that's actually wrong or it just seems that way, but we have fingers crossed. We'll try to hold it together for today. If anybody has anything that you meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, I'll ask you just to mention it again with 3 thumbs up or @ mention Superchat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. I see Bearded Eagle is in the house. Crubby the Beagle is here. Dr. Mercenary is fairly new to Tuber Chat. Dixie Cuddle Fitness just walked in. Facing Reality and Holistic Living with Abby Stalker Mom are longtime friends of Tuber Chat. Kay's Quick Bites, it's good to see you back. Mike and Rihanna Family Vlogs is here. New Beginnings, My Everyday Life in Rural Cyprus is brand new to Tuber Chat. So again, hopefully you're feeling welcome. Sean Blue Digital might be brand new as well. Forgive me if I'm wrong about that. Swag Found is in the house. And that's a handful of newer channels to Tuber Chat. So again, hopefully you're all feeling welcome. And then again, please don't be shy. Our instructions are in our video description so that you can meet lots of friends and family members today. Toya Renee Talks is here. Vermonster Grows is back. It's good to see you here. Sean the Great Gamer is a longtime friend of Tuber Chat. And hopefully I haven't missed anybody, but as long as everybody's still active in the chat, we should get around to everybody. Chris and Larry Homestead have walked in. They have just passed 10,000 subscribers and are incredibly supportive. They'll actually likely be live stream. I'm not sure if they're live streaming today. They live stream every Monday. We'll see when we get their channel up here onto the screen. Again, this is Trish the Natural, and this is somebody who right away made themselves a part of the Tuber Chat family with impact and generosity. And I really wanted to introduce this channel to everybody. When we feature somebody like this, we do that across all of our social networks, including Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, and on the thumbnails of our videos, as you have seen. So if you want to learn about anything at all revolving around hair care and anything that might be within that realm, then Trish the Natural is definitely a very niched and targeted channel with her content. And then there's just a small amount of variety as well, like BoxyCharm. Like I said, we all are probably familiar with some of those unboxings, as it is a popular service with more beauty products. And she will expand out into things like wigs and weaves and things like this, but natural hair is what she's talking about, and I think we can all benefit from some of the lessons she's going to share with us. So Philip Lemon, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And yes, thank you very much for the happy holiday wishes. Hopefully everybody's enjoying their holiday weekend. The I Believe podcast, it's good to see you back in the house. Laughing with Michelle and Ian, it's good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. I might have to take off just for a quick second. I'll be right back. Peter Dell is in the house from Australia. It's good to see you here. And again, hopefully I haven't missed anything in the chat. If anybody's mentioned something you meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or @ mention Tuber Chat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. We'll keep our eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. We're not in any hurry to go anywhere today, so we can stay up to almost 2.5 hours if everybody would like. We're going to get lots of channels on the screen, and I'm going to try to move a little bit faster than I have the last couple of days. Yesterday we got into some very long-winded speeches about some of the purging and glitching and fluctuations that you'll find in your analytics with your views, your subscribers, your thumbs up, your thumbs down, watch hours, and all that good stuff. And if you wanted to go back and watch that, the first half hour of the stream kind of covers a lot of that stuff in a casual type of conversation. But I know it's of concern to a lot of creators, and because that's there, we'll just move on to channels today. Gloria's Platter is in the house. She has been streaming on Saturday nights, which is very, very cool. And then she also has been using a lot of our music. For those of you who haven't seen it already, all the same music that you hear in the background of TuberChat is available as copyright-free music that you can use in your videos and streams. We have a separate channel for that, but the music is also available on every major platform. So, the Gaming Ham is an interesting name for a channel. This creator brings us a lot of video gameplay, and they're here with us almost every single day, as a matter of fact. They're an extremely generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. As well as the video gameplay, this creator is an advocate for the ham radio community, and that's where the name comes from. The Gaming Ham is a very clever and cool name for a channel based on this particular creator's interests and what they're bringing to us. So you'll often hear them talking ham radio while they're playing their video games, which is, they play a lot of the popular stuff, mostly Mass Effect, but we see a few others like this Marvel's Adventures, and I'm sure they will expand the collection as time goes on. The next channel that we're going to look at, for the same reason, is Frazball Collects. Now, both of these creators, the Gaming Ham and Frazball Collects, happen to be members already, but they dropped super chats on us right when we were starting the stream. I see the Bud Files is in the house. I'm going to get them onto the wheel right now as well, because they happen to be a member, and then Tracy and Phoebe are here with palettes, pouts, perfumes, and panning. And we always put members onto the wheel as soon as I see them in the chat, but we wanted to look at these two channels right away because of those super chats. You'll notice as well that every time that happens, Bautissimo comes around, or it should, and drop a quick link for them. So Frazball Collects has 720 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push this channel a little bit farther towards the 800 that they're thinking about. This is another creator who's become a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter right after finding TuberChat. And what they bring us is numismatic collectible coins and precious metals. A lot of us have probably seen coins like this. While they're different in every country, we find that a lot of the presentation on some of these collector coins can be similar. I recognize them very well from our Canada Post Corporation. They sell these in all the post offices and things like that. I'm not sure where else they're sold, but they could possibly have been minted by the Canadian what is it called? The Royal Canadian Mint, yes. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting to this creator. We're looking at another very niched channel. So that's 3 in a row so far for today, between Trish the Natural, who's our featured channel for today, the Gaming Ham, and Frazball Collects, who've both been featured on TuberChat many times. And hopefully everybody will enjoy collecting with them, and you'll get that kind of support coming back to you as well. Ghostly Winds is in the house, another dear friend of TuberChat. He always has the most clever things to say about the Wheel of Doom, and is responsible for naming my catch-up list, which I use to keep caught up with creators and their content. I'm going to get Ghostly Winds onto the wheel right now, but we spun and we're looking at the Bud Files. Ghostly Winds also comes to us from Australia. So the Bud Files has 505 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 600 that they're thinking about. They brought us some fireworks the other day. And then as well, they've got a premiere coming up tonight. And that's going to be in about 7 hours from now. And hopefully everybody will enjoy that. These creators are archaeologists. They uncover, I got to remember how they put it on their about page. I got to read it again. They uncover history and digitally preserve it, which is really, really cool. They go to ghost towns and other abandoned places. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that. There's a bit more variety on this channel as well. We get a tour of a new apartment here. And this is another couple of creators who've been very much impactful here in the TuberChat community. Now I see them out supporting others regularly as well. When I'm out bouncing in between premieres and live streams, I run into them out supporting others as well. And then Oh, one of these days, maybe, Peter Dell. I think about it all the time, but I don't have a setup right now that's all like hooked up and ready to go to get that done. I've got a lot of friends who DJ on Twitch and stuff like that, so they've all invited like that I go over to their places and do a stream through their systems, but I do have enough of the stuff together like that I could kind of hook it all up and get something done. I'm hoping to actually go out to a place like a bar or nightclub, something like that, and do a live set someday, but don't hold your breath because there's no plan in place right now. I do appreciate you mentioning it. Palette Spouts Perfumes and Panning is coming up. That's Tracy and Phoebe. And they are bringing us more beauty products, and they actually do that in the form of reviews, unboxings, sometimes a comparison, or sometimes like a list of a few things that we might want to look at. They've got a series going on as well here, 50 Shades of Friends, with different looks that they're putting together with different palettes, which is really cool. And they're bringing us all three types of content with shorts, videos, and live streams. Now, this is another channel where we don't have a sub count right now, but that's okay. We just want to push them towards their next milestone, whatever that might be. And we all know what it's like, again, to hit different milestones, whether we're working on our first 5 subscribers, 10, 50, 100, 1,000, or even more. So we just want to do as much as we can for each other to push each other along. If anybody in the house is willing to swap playlists, like Scratch and PPA has just mentioned, then please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. And then Ghostly Winds is posting frequently. They post almost every day, actually. It seems that it's multiple times a week, if not every day. And then as well, they think about streaming. So hopefully they'll catch some more of those. Ghostly Winds is fun to hang out with when they stream, because you can feel the energy that they're dispelling, like, or you can feel the fun that they're having while they're playing. And they do a lot of retro games like Sega, Nintendo type things. They might even introduce you to some games you hadn't seen, even if you grew up with that stuff like me. Don Ray B, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And again, hopefully I haven't missed anything in the chat that anybody's meant for me to see. Nitro Freak, good to see you in the house. Another Canadian is here with us. DP's Wonderful World, good to see you here. And Chris and Larry Homestead is up right now. This is a channel we can definitely learn from, as well as be entertained by and inspired by, with over 10,000 subscribers. Now, they were already doing extremely well when they found Tuberchat. They already had close to 9,000 subscribers, so they were already growing solidly, strongly, and rapidly. But it's wonderful to see this family of creators and all the different things that they have to show us and educate us with. What we find from a lot of the creators in the homesteading communities of channels, and that includes farming, gardening, camping, outdoor activities. I kind of group these together in my mind because I find that there's so much to be learned from these creators, and I think it's just human nature in a lot of these people's personalities to share knowledge and resources with each other and offer a lot of help to each other. It's kind of heartwarming to see, to be honest with you, the way that some of these creators interact with each other when you're visiting different premieres and live streams and visiting different live chats. You'll see the conversations that are had. Dine with Sonia, good to see you here. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. Courtney Shanice Reviews is in the house. And I think I missed another channel. Backlash Fisherman happens to be a member. I'm going to get them onto our Wheel of Doom. He streams frequently and is one of those creators that seems to be everywhere all the time. Spring Meadow Farm and Garden, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. So I'm going to try to move a little bit faster today than I usually do through channels. We should be able to, because we had some long speeches over the last 3 days. And we're not in any hurry to go anywhere. We've got over 2 hours we can stay if everybody would like. Woman Outdoors is coming up right now. And then as well, She So Wells, good to see you in the house. Sorry, I saw you earlier. Forgive me for not welcoming you. And I did see you say that you were watching from New York. So thank you for that. Happy July 4th to you. And again, hopefully you're feeling welcome. And Woman Outdoors is coming up right now. Miss Queen T is in the building. Good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. That's an interesting name for a channel, and hopefully you're feeling welcome. And for anybody that is brand new, we have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect. Please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. Mr. Fulton Miraz is a longtime friend of Superchat. He's actually been with me for about 2.5 years. He's been with Superchat from the beginning and has a stream coming up tonight. That will be very cool. Woman Outdoors comes from Pennsylvania and brings us a lot of outdoor activities, including bushcraft, fishing, cooking, and camping. The interesting thing, and why I put so much focus on the idea that they're from PA, is because they are able to bring us all 4 seasons in the different things that they're showing us. So it's interesting to see somebody who's camping, you know, both in the heat and the cold, both in the snow and the rain, as well as hopefully the sun most of the time. But Woman Outdoors has a lot for us to learn and brings us to interesting places as well. So I hope everybody will join them. And like I said, you know, for a while I was grouping this channel in with the homesteading channels, and that's just because I still have so much to learn from all of these creators when we talk about homesteading, gardening, fishing, camping, any outdoor activities. We you know, see again that these creators have a lot to learn, and I just think it's wonderful that we've got so many generous creators willing to share knowledge, resources, and things like that. A lot of people are willing to show each other how to save money in a lot of different areas, and I know that's a bigger and bigger thing these days, which is kind of cool as well. So thank you, Spring Meadow Farm and Garden. I'm hoping very soon we'll get a chance to get your channel up on the screen. We'll be here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Again next weekend. Coastal Water, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And Step by Step Family, good to see you in the house. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody, but as long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. Jeremy D-Day is JD Knight 7 with a second channel. He's been with Superchat from the beginning. And Paralife TV, that's Shane, your everyday wheelchair ninja, is here listening from work. So thank you for that. You just had a vacation. I'm curious to know where you went, and forgive me for not knowing already. I'm hoping that you filmed some and have it posted or will post it for us. But either way, it's good to have you back, and I really do appreciate every moment everybody can spend. You know, I know not everybody can be here every single day or for 2.5 hours every time I decide to stream. So I do appreciate every moment everybody can spend, even if you're just coming by quickly or letting the stream run or just popping in to give a thumbs up. On that note, if anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Peter Dell's asking a loaded question there. What was the most popular song when I was a DJ? I did it for about 25 years, so it's really hard to narrow down any particular song. But the best, the most popular songs always make it through weddings. I was a nightclub DJ, but wedding DJs, it's a very different thing. It's a different profession. It's a different career path, if you want to put it that way. And if a song is good enough to make it into a wedding playlist, then it is definitely a shining jewel, to say the least. Case Quick Bites, thank you so much for a super chat. I really do appreciate that. For that reason, we're going to put your channel up right now. My dear goodness, I can't spell today. That's not a matter of typing, that's a matter of spelling today. I don't know why I'm having trouble with that, but that's okay. The Stock Explorer's in the house. Eye of the Tiger, yeah, maybe. That's definitely a classic. The Stock Explorer is actually working today, so thank you for being here again. I do appreciate every moment that everybody can spend. I know sometimes people have to work, and I really do appreciate you popping in as much as you can. Oh, Paralife TV says they were all out without internet connections last week, which is interesting. I'd probably be driven into a frenzy. I'll tell you a true story. I actually, while I was a DJ, I think it was in 2004, and we went to Mexico for the week to DJ a different place every night for a week, and that was really, really cool. But I'm not kidding when I tell you that my friend and I looked at each other. There's two of us DJing, and he went out and bought a laptop the day before we left because we looked at each other and said, what on earth are we going to do on a beach for 8 hours a day? And luckily they had us DJing by the pool for a couple hours every afternoon. Otherwise we would have just, I don't know what we would have done. I know some people know how to relax and enjoy themselves, but I am not that guy. I need to be surrounded by computer screens or some kind of activity. And now we're looking at Kay's Quick Bites. So thank you for another super chat. I really do appreciate that extra support. This is a creator. You know, I use the word dynamic a lot to describe a lot of the hosts behind channels here, or creators behind channels. And it's absolutely true, because when they say that you know, I think around the world, the number one fear in most people is getting in front of an audience and talking. And I know it's not the same thing when we're doing YouTube, because you're looking into a camera. You're still knowing that lots of people are eventually going to watch some of your content, eventually, possibly even into the thousands, 10,000s, and 100,000s, or even more. And it really takes, I think, a bit of you know, personality, skill, and I don't know if you want to say guts or something else, to even be able to do some of this stuff. But the reason why I get into this long speech is just because Kay's Quick Bites is fairly new, but this is a creator that has a lot of energy, a lot of positivity, and seems to be a natural when it comes to being on camera. Now, I still have a lot to learn from them, but you can get what I'm talking about just from the thumbnails here. They're bringing shorts, videos, and like I said, I've still got a bit to get to know, so I'm not sure if they're streaming yet, or if that might be an idea for maybe the near future, but we'll see. And they're doing a lot of looks like reviews more than anything else, possibly even challenges. But like I said, I got a lot to learn. So I'm going to take their latest video and add this into my catch-up list, and that will give me a chance to catch up with their content. The idea is that every time your channel's on the screen, I get to know the channel a bit better. Over weeks and months, I get to know your content by watching videos and hanging out in live streams and things like that. And then if I get to know the creators behind the channels, that's great too, so that the stories can get better. So anybody can reach out to me anytime. I'm on Instagram all the time, Facebook most of the time, and Twitter some of the time. I love talking YouTube. Yes, you're right. Good Times Homestead with Jen and Steve. That's a good way to put it. And Kay's Quick Bite says eventually they might live stream. Rem's Family Farm, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. But thank you one more time, Kay's Quick Bites, for that super chat. For that reason, I wanted to put your channel up right away. Hendrickson Family Farm, good to see you here. We're moving much faster today than we have the last few days, getting through channels, which is great to see. I know that these days, you know, I'm very fortunate. Superchat has grown quite a bit, and it's very busy every single day. It might be interesting for you to know that over 100 channels come through Superchat every single day in a 2.5 hour period, and there are usually 5 to 10 new channels every single day as well, and a lot of people who've been with us for the last couple of years. Tamara Recipes, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Annabelle TV, good to see you as well. Glorious Platter. Glorious Platter is always looking to swap playlists in the chat. If anybody's willing to do that, please just say so, and other creators should reach out to you. And then the Stock Explorer is up right now. Now, this creator might happen to be working right this second, but they just wanted to pop in. Now, Nora is another creator who seems to be everywhere all the time, but much more than the idea of being out supporting a lot of creators, Nora is constantly engaging conversation on every single channel. Every time I run into them, they're interacting with the content that they're watching, and that usually means premieres or especially live streams. but it's just wonderful to see. And that is probably the reason, more than anything else, I would think, that this channel is growing so rapidly. Nora the Stock Explorer just found Superchat within the last year and has already grown to almost 900 subscribers. They're going to be there anytime now. They bring us all three types of content, including video, shorts, and live streams, and they are giving us a down-to-earth and level-headed look at the stock market and crypto markets. They bring us everything from beginner tutorials to talks about advanced ideas like options trading, NFTs, and things like that. The Stock Explorer sometimes has people on panel with them having discussions about these things. Sometimes they've got charts and graphs to show us, but they often have product in hand, as you can see from a lot of the thumbnails that they've got going on. And they round out the channel with a little bit of extra variety, taking us around like this ride stream. They were just driving around but showing us some Happy Meal that they got. I'm going to show you a second channel from this creator called Tropical Buzz, and this is where they are going to bring us along on their journey as they grow different types of peppers, plants, and other things. They're doing seed swaps with other creators. They happen to be in Florida. It's going to be really interesting to see some of the things they're going to be able to grow that they otherwise might not have had. And okay, thank you, Backlash Fisherman. They're out filming. Arsenic Element, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in as well. And yes, thank you for the holiday wishes. Now I happen to be in Canada. We do have quite a few Canadian friends as part of the Tuberchat family, but we know that the biggest country in our community here, of course, is the United States, followed closely by the UK, Jamaica, Australia, and a few other countries. And it's wonderful that we all have audiences from around the world, but I do appreciate those holiday messages. We celebrated Canada Day on Friday, and we're lucky to be streaming again today. And thank you, everybody, for being here, considering, of course, these are holidays. Crocheting with Leanne, good to see you in the house. They happen to be a member as well. I've got them on the wheel. Tay Eats, good to see you here. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. I certainly don't mean to. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. If you've mentioned something that you meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or at mention Tuberchat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I will keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. And as well, if anybody has the ability to share this stream right now, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I will appreciate it greatly. It helps get a couple more people into Tuberchat today. And because of the engagement signals sent into the algorithm, it could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther both today and in the coming days, and maybe even weeks ahead as a replay. Carolina Diamond Productions, thank you so much for upgrading that membership. I really do appreciate that. I'm going to get you onto our wheel right away as a silver member. What that means is, starting with the next stream, you will have your channel seen at the beginning, middle, and end of every live stream in the slides that run at the beginning, middle, and end. And then as well, you will have your channel added to the wheel as soon as I see you in the chat every day. Carolina Diamond Productions has been with Tuberchat for a long time, almost since the beginning, to be honest with you. So it's interesting, after 400 episodes of Tuberchat, to see there are several creators who are still coming through to meet new friends and grow their channels the right way. Patch Retro Gamer, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Yes, Ghostly Wins. Ghostly Wins is responsible for naming my catch-up list, which I'm going to have to use right now. Canada Explorer, I can see I'm behind with you. Most of their videos are fairly short these days, and they have reset and restarted their channel. They were doing a lot of explorations of abandoned locations, and I see that they've got some extra content on here right now. I'm going to take your latest video and add this into my catch-up list. That will help me just get caught up with the latest one, and I'll be looking forward to more from you as well. Canada Explorer, thank you for the highlighted milestone message as well. I really do appreciate that. Those fly through the chat like a super chat, but they're colored green for the members, and they are available to anybody who is a member on a channel where they are enabled, essentially for free, but at no extra cost based on their membership. Now you'll notice as well that those highlighted milestone messages count towards our stream boss, which is that video game life meter under my camera there. The last person to knock out the life of the stream boss with a membership or super chat takes over and gets some extra exposure for that reason. Charlene Heel, thank you for your highlighted milestone message as well. And for the positivity. And the Stock Explorer, thank you for the holiday message and positivity as well. Carolina Diamond Productions is also dropping a super chat on us, so I'm going to make that channel the next one that we look at. As you can see, this is a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. As you can just about use those words to describe every channel that I end up putting on the screen, right? But it certainly is the case. Carolina Diamond Productions, like I said, has been with TuberChat. It's so long, I can't remember. I can't remember if they've been here since before the beginning of TuberChat or right after. But we have a lot of the same friends, and what I mean by that is longtime friends. And you wonder to yourself who's still going to be with you a year from now or 2 years down the road when you're on your YouTube journey. Carolina Diamond Productions is one of those creators and friends to me. I'm just going to take your happy... Actually, I'm not going to take your happy July 4th, but I'm going to take this quick and easy delicious breakfast recipes video. I'm going to put that in my catch-up list just so that I can catch up with that there. Because now that it's Monday, I've got some extra time, so I can make sure I get through some longer videos this week. But I really do appreciate that extra generosity. We see that Carolina Diamond Productions is getting very close to 800 subscribers, so I'm hoping we can get them a little bit closer right now. Richard and Kathy are here. That's Rich Cat Ranch. And I have been raving this weekend about their introduction video, if you want to get an idea of what their channel's all about, or be inspired, pardon me, or what I was going to say is be inspired by an introduction video and how somebody can do one extremely effectively. The intro video on their channel is only 1.5 minutes long, and they did a spectacular job. The Stock Explorer, thank you for another super chat. I really do appreciate that. And my dear goodness, we have a lot of activity in the chat today. As well, if anybody is willing to swap playlists in the chat for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Backlash Fisherman, thank you for sending that highlighted message through the chat. They've been a member for 3 months now. You'll notice, actually, some of you might notice, it's not a big deal, but YouTube changed a couple of things regarding even memberships, and they changed the colors of their default badges, so I changed up the TuberChat ones to match. Lots of creators can do lots of very creative things when it comes to those membership badges on their channel, but I just recolored them to match the default ones that YouTube puts out there. I see we've got a new channel in the chat. I'm just trying to catch it because the chat is moving a little bit fast right now. And yes, thank you, Backlash Fisherman. I do appreciate that extra generous support, certainly. Things like memberships and super chats here are absolutely unnecessary, but very much appreciated. I do keep the wheel and the screen open to everybody. In theory, everybody has the chance to be on the wheel or the screen. It just takes a little while because members get added onto the wheel as soon as I see them in the chat. Super chatters get put on the screen right away. And when we get the wheel worked down, which we will probably soon, to about 5 or 6 names, I'll add some names from our chat list onto the wheel as well. Ordered Steps, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. I think this might be your first time with TuberChat. Forgive me if I'm wrong about that, but hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one. And follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. And then, thank you, Carolina Diamond Productions. I really do appreciate those kind words. But I'm always, any members, of course. Like, when it's not just members. Once you're on the wheel, your channel's going to get seen. That's a guarantee. I just know that it takes a long time. That's the... not that I want to solicit it, but that's one of the benefits of the memberships, is the fact that once you're in, your channel gets on and it's there. But like I said, I am going to add more names from our chat list soon enough. The most important thing, you know, it seems, I know everybody likes having their channel on the screen, but the most important thing is the activity that goes on in the chat. That's how you're meeting creators. I don't believe that having a channel on the screen makes everybody rush there. It's just not quite how it works. It just gives me a chance to talk about creators, give an idea of how everybody might be interacting with each other, or what you might find when you get there, and especially the idea of how supportive I see that these creators are with my own eyes when I'm out, and I can relay those stories to you, if that makes sense. Audrey's Kitchen, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Yes, the chat goes pretty fast. But the truth of the matter is that if you take your time, meet people one by one, then you'll be just fine. Lots of people are here frequently. Even if you miss a couple of people today, you'll likely see them again either on the next stream or next week, and this and that. There's always lots and lots and lots of people to connect with here. You could never catch up with everybody, even if you wanted to. But my recommendation for anybody that's fairly new to Tuber Chat is to start a conversation with somebody that you plan on connecting with, then head to their channel, watch a video, leave a comment, give a thumbs up, turn the bell on, subscribe, of course, come back, let them know that you've done that. They'll turn around, do the same thing for you. Oh, and then, yeah, hopefully you're doing what you need to be as well as you can, Ordered Steps, but I really do appreciate you coming back in then. So, forgive me, Crocheting with Leanne, I've just about got on the screen, but the reason why I hold the search results here is I just wanted to show everybody how we find this creator. Now, they've just passed 300 subscribers on their channel, but they did have a previous channel which is now kind of stuck there. That's going to be in the search results for a long, long time. So Crocheting with Leanne is, you know, very recognizable in both of these avatars, but we want the one with the pink hat. You want to make sure that when you're looking for a popular channel or somebody with more than one channel, that you're matching that avatar. And I can just tell you right now, with 300 subscribers, 303 actually, that this is the Crocheting with Leanne channel that we're looking for. After a little while, once they get to 400, 500, and eventually 1,000 and beyond, their channel will be way up in the search results, and the other one will eventually probably start to work its way down to disappearing as there's no activity over there. But we just want to make sure that we're connecting with this generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. Leave it to Mitch. Good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. Pretty Pessimistic is in the house. They're a brand new member. First Floor Audio has been here just about every day this weekend. Good to see you here. I am Betty J. Gathers. And thank you, I am Betty J. Gathers. And oh, I got to put her on the wheel, my dear goodness. And hopefully everybody's doing okay, meeting new friends and family members in the chat. Crocheting with Leanne actually writes patterns for others to be able to use as well, but they crochet just about everything that can be crocheted on their channel. And we see that from scarves, shawls, blankets, ponchos, and graphgans. And then, like I said, they write patterns. Now, all of this is something I'm still learning. I've had other friends here in the Tuber Chat family, we all have, with knitting or crocheting or for different channels of that type. And it's really cool because, you know, these creators are extremely creative, not to mention, I believe, artistic, because somebody like myself, while I am creative, I am not artistic. I cannot come up with things that look good on my own. I must take inspiration from other places at all times, and I don't do a lot of artistic things when it comes to even things like this: knitting, crocheting, painting, coloring, and coloring, drawing, and things like this. And I don't know how much of what I'm saying even makes sense, but it just, what I want to relay is the idea. I have so much respect for people that are able to come up with things artistically and create things like this. Me, I could do just about anything with a computer, but give me a marker and a pen and things like this. Even at my age, when I draw a stick person, their head is always too long, the arms are too short, things like that. Lenny the Lawyer Live, good to see you back in the house again. Thank you for coming in. And if anybody in the house is willing to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. And if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Annabelle TV, I know it's difficult to see the names on the wheel, but I did add you as soon as I saw you in the chat. I do appreciate you making sure, because I have, you know, slipped that up a few times. I don't want anybody to be afraid to give me a nudge if there's something you see that I make a mistake on, or something I'm supposed to have done, especially when it comes to members getting on the wheel. Scratch and PPA catches a lot of other stuff. But when we also, you know, I appreciate what the moderators do here in Tuber Chat. We try to do as much as we can to make that job as easy as possible so that they can enjoy the stream as well. But the moderators are certainly not not monitoring who's on the wheel and who's not on the wheel. They're just trying to help me make sure I don't miss anybody. Patty Fish, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. I really do appreciate that quick moment. I do appreciate every moment everybody can spend, even if you're just coming by to say hello and give a thumbs up. So let's spin the wheel. Let's get another channel up here. And if anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope everybody will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. And if you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded when I'm on a phone from time to time. The Wheel of Doom, yes. Ghostly wins. And Pretty Pessimistic is brand new to Tuber Chat. They actually are our brand newest member, and they have just come into Tuber Chat now for what I believe is the second time. So I've got another video here watched. I'm just going to grab something else, and I just want to see. I'm still getting to know their content here. They got 80 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can give them a warm welcome into the Tuber Chat family and push them a little bit farther on the road to the first 100. We know that the race to the first 100 is more challenging than ever, but as long as we're all doing as much as we possibly can for each other, everybody will be just fine. Thank you, Ordered Steps. And yeah, it does move pretty quickly. It really actually doesn't stop these days, to be honest with you. And that's just because Tuber Chat's been around for quite some time now. As you can see, we're on episode 429 today, which is just over 2 years worth of live streams. So hopefully everybody will enjoy meeting Pretty Pessimistic, which is an interesting name for a channel. I just want to read their About section so I can get a better idea of what they're doing here. I don't want to be scared alone, so let's get freaked out together. Mysteries are an addiction. True crime has become a habit. Drama is intriguing, so let's discuss it all. And that's really cool. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that when we get to this creator's channel. Like I said, they're fairly new to Tuber Chat. What is the best way you can think of to boost YouTube videos without making a special video? My suggestion is the best suggestion I could possibly give without putting more than a moment of thought into it, is to take the analytics. If you have the section that tells you when the best time to post is, and that's in the YouTube analytics, of course, it's a grid that tells you where you'll probably find the best 48-hour period to drop a video or premiere or stream. And if you don't, you can use vidIQ. I believe that has that feature included for free. Forgive me, I don't use vidIQ as much as I use TubeBuddy, but vidIQ had a great grid. I think that's where YouTube took the idea. So that's a start. And then the other thing is to line up the other social networks like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, possibly Reddit, or other places like that. And if you can, schedule everything in advance so that all of the posts drop at the same time. What I can tell you is some of you will notice in the last few months that Tuber Chats, like how busy we are, just exploded all at once. Now, it was already very busy, but let's say we went from having an average of 30 people into a chat, in the chat, to an average of 40 people, sometimes 50, and sometimes even beyond. And that happened when I started lining up the social media posts at the same time as Tuber Chat starts. Some of you will notice like that the community post, the Reddit post, the tweet, the Facebook group message, and even the Instagram post and story happen either right before we start by 15 minutes or on time, or when I forget, Scratch and PPA reminds me, it happens about 15 minutes after. But I can tell you that that really helped. Now, if I was to go and advertise, then I would be doing it on the other social networks like Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, or even TikTok maybe now. But the reason why is because when you bring somebody into YouTube who wasn't there right that second, if they were doing something else, and they start watching YouTube with your content, that's called starting a session, and it is one of the very best things you can do for engagement, right? YouTube just loves when you bring people. Once you get them there, it's up to you to keep them there, but you can do that with advertising and things like that. So I really am a big fan of the outside social networks. You know, we've built all of our stuff here from scratch. No robots, no buying things or anything like that. I think we have 1,000 people on Instagram now. We have 150 in our new Facebook group. We've got well over 200 in the Reddit group, and I don't even remember how many on Twitter now. But that's an idea, you know, so every time you put out a video, you can put these things together. And I do intend on showing people how to put together a system that will make sure that all of your YouTube content can get pushed out on those free social networks on kind of autopilot, so that you know that you're constantly going to be reaching new people, if that makes sense. As far as a book, I don't know if I'll ever get there, but actually, for those of you who haven't seen it, in the description of all of the Tuber Chat live streams, you will find a list of the top 5 books. Of course, it's an Amazon affiliate link, but it does have the one from Sean Cannell and Benji, as well as several others there, so those will be helpful. Of course, I'm a big fan of Think Media and what Sean and Benji are doing over there, so I would recommend that. And then, yes, Carolina Diamond Productions, I should be on for another hour and a half. But thank you, Lenny the Lawyer Live. Now, forgive me if I've missed anything else in the chat, because I wasn't watching the chat for a quick second there. But I really do appreciate that engagement. Lenny the Lawyer Live dropped a super chat. He's done that many times before, so I'm going to put that channel up right now. And Bayou Bengal 25 will be next up. Now, Lenny the Lawyer Live actually has a few different channels. Thinking of paid advertising on YouTube. So we know for sure that that's going to work. But until I ever actually do it and drop like a few, let's say even $100, if not 1,000, then it's I won't be able to give advice as to where the best success will be found. So I have to do it first, right? And we talked a little bit about that before. I still have not advertised yet. I think about it with the music channel for 2 reasons. One, to get it moving, but secondly, to have this to be able to talk about. If I was to start, I would start with outside social networks because of the added benefit of bringing people in from outside. But it might end up being more expensive for the individual ads or clicks, pardon me, than it would be for YouTube because people are already on YouTube. When you put an advertisement in front of 1,000 people on Facebook, not as many people might be inclined to click on it right away as on YouTube, because like I said, on YouTube they're already there, and not everybody on Facebook is going to watch YouTube videos, or certainly not right that moment while they're spending time there. These are just ideas, not saying I'm right, I'm just saying that's what I would do, but I haven't done a lot of experimenting with either. I did one tiny experiment with a third-party company, got like 1,000 views on one video, and that was just an unlisted thing that was, I think, before Superchat started, something similar to our intro, which is 2 years outdated already, but just to kind of give the idea. But I hope to eventually do some of that as well. I know a lot of what I talk about is maybe someday I'll get this stuff done, but the second that I do, I will make sure that you know right away, Lenny the Lawyer Live. So Gift Fashion Concepts, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody. James Money 615 is in the house. It's always good to see you here. And again, if anybody's mentioned anything that you meant for me to see, like a question or a comment in the chat, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or at mention Tuber Chat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll try to catch it the next time around. And I really do appreciate the patience that everybody has, especially when we're rolling so quickly like this. Mark the Shark, good to see you in the house. I'm not wearing the hat today, but it is right beside me. He sent that over not too long ago, and I did wear that for a couple of streams in a row. I'm going to keep it beside me, and God, if we ever get into one of those situations where I can't get a haircut again for a year, that hat is going to get worn right out. So Lenny the Lawyer Live brings us a lot of legal information in different types. He actually touches on a bit of YouTube talk as well. He's got a couple of different channels that he brings this to us with. I'm going to show you another one of them in a second. Now, the idea behind legal information as opposed to legal advice, my understanding is that when you are in the presence of a lawyer, that can be considered legal advice, whereas legal information is something that Lenny the Lawyer Live is bringing to us in an educational way. And the idea, of course, is that we will all need some kind of legal advice or information at some point in our lives, likely. And then, yes, hopefully get to the farm. Everything is going to work out with that, but we do definitely give you our prayers and well wishes. And then as well, Lenny the Lawyer Live has another channel called Boyer Coffee. Oh, if I can spell again. Enterprises. And I'll show you one more after this one. We looked at this yesterday. Boyer Coffee Enterprises is a second channel. He's bringing a little bit of different content on each of these channels. And then as well, My Smart Jewish Lawyer is a third channel from this creator. I can't remember for the life of me. For some reason, I think that Lenny Lawyer Live has a fourth channel as well. So I hope everybody will follow him on all 3 channels, if not 4. Danforth Avenue Wellness, good to see you here. I have to cut my own hair sometimes. Not fully, but for some reason, I don't have a lot of luck. And when I get my hair cut, while it's not any rocket science style here, I've had the same haircut, I don't want to tell you, for decades, but sometimes there's uneven parts, and I walk over there with a pair of scissors and try to catch that thing. It's not the easiest thing in the world. You know who really did very, 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 very well was anybody who made a video about how to cut your own hair before the pandemic started, because here in Canada we were not even allowed to get haircuts for a long period of time. Not only were you not allowed to go into a salon, you were not allowed to have somebody from outside your household visit you for a while, which means you can't even bring somebody in to cut the hair, which is something else. And then hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. I certainly don't mean to. Wicked Awesome Gardening, it's good to see you here. Backlash Fisherman is up right now. Patch the Retro Gamer, good to see you here. Thanks for coming in. And thank you everybody for those happy July 4th messages. So I know we have a lot of American friends here in the Tuber Chat family. I happen to be in Canada. We celebrated Canada Day a few days ago. We have several Canadian friends in the Tuber Chat family as well. But I know it's a big holiday weekend. We're happy to have been able to stream on both days. Backlash Fisherman does a lot of streaming as well. This creator brings us for a lot of ride-alongs, but they also do a lot of fishing, as you can imagine. They're also talking about some gardening here, and they bring a bit of extra content. Oh, thank you, Scratch and PPA. Sorry, I missed. I had spun the wheel right at the time that I put Lenny the Lawyer Live's channel up because of his super chat. Thank you for that. This is exactly what I mean. Scratch and PPA is able to catch most of what I, probably all, but let's say most of what I make mistakes with. And I promise you I make as many mistakes as anybody does, both in my videos as I do on my streams. Thank goodness on YouTube, often good enough is actually good enough. I'm just going to take another video here, speckled trout fishing. I'm going to take that video and add it into my catch-up list. That will help me get caught up with some more content. Now, Backlash Fisherman is also another creator who seems to be everywhere all the time, supporting other creators and engaging conversation, which is a great service to any host. Sage Lifestyle, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And yes, if anybody, thank you, Lenny the Lawyer Live. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. And if you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Bayou Bengal 25 is coming up right now. When we look at Backlash Fisherman that was just up, they have all three types of content over there, including shorts, videos, and live streams. BioBengal 25 is fairly new to Tuber Chat. They've just found us within the last few weeks, but this creator is bringing us a new type of content that we haven't seen in the Tuber Chat family on a dedicated channel like this. They're bringing us fantasy football, and there's a lot involved in this activity. I know it's a big thing. I don't know if it's bigger in the United States than it is in Canada. That's why I have so much to learn about it, and I'm not already versed in this, or if it's just that it's something that hadn't crossed my path before. Now, we do have other creators in the Tuber Chat family, like Skins Fan All Day and Protect Sports Network. I believe they both get into fantasy football as well, and they get into a lot of football talk. But this is an interesting new type of content for us to see. So I hope everybody will enjoy connecting with Bayou Bengal 25. They became a member as soon as they found us, and they've got 290 subscribers right now. So we'd love to push them a little bit closer to the 300 that they're thinking about. And I'm just going to take their latest video, which is actually going to tell us a couple of things we can avoid when dealing with fantasy football. I'm going to put that in my catch-up list, and that's going to help me continue to learn from this creator. It's just about time for me to add some names to our chat list, or to our wheel from our chat list, so I'm going to do that in a moment. And I also see that Mud and Mascara Homestead is in the house. Thank you for coming in. I will get some names onto the wheel in another second as soon as I spin. Pardon me, and again, if anybody has the ability to share this stream right now, whether it's on a community tab here on YouTube or on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I will appreciate it greatly. It helps get a couple more people into Tuber Chat right now, and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther, both today and in the coming days, and possibly even weeks ahead, as a replay based on the engagement signals that are sent into the YouTube algorithm. I am Betty J. Gathers, as a powerhouse of energy and positivity, and this is somebody who is probably responsible for us gaining hundreds of thumbs up here on YouTube, literally. Good Times Homestead with Jen and Steve. I'm not sure if I welcomed you earlier, but it's good to see you here. And I'd rather make the mistake of doing it twice than not doing it, of course. I'm just looking for some names that I can add to the wheel here. So Mike and Rihanna Family Vlogs, of course. They've been here from the beginning of the stream. I'll get two more. Kay's Quick Bites. Did we look at Kay's Quick Bites already? Yes, we did. Facing Reality and Step by Step Family. Will come up, and we'll add some more names as we need them when we get the wheel back down to about 5 or 6 names. I Am Betty J Gathers, more than anything else, wants to motivate us with healthy living, healthy eating. They talk a lot about intermittent fasting and ways that we can think about weight loss and things like that, as well as they'll bring us for hauls so that they can show us the kind of things that they buy when they shop. And then as well, a lot of live streaming. Now, they are an advocate for helping others grow their channels as well, so you'll likely meet more friends and family members when you're visiting I Am Betty J Gathers. With 351 subscribers, I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 400 they're thinking about. Wicked Awesome Gardening has a day off. A lot of our friends will have days off today, so we'll be feeling good for that reason. And then if anybody in the house is willing to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. And if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. If you haven't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. And if you are on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I'll appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded when I'm on a phone from time to time. BeltLoop29 is in the house. Good to see you here as well. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody, but as long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. We're going to spin the wheel right now and see what channel is going to come up next, and then we're going to go for about 3 minutes. We're going to come back and look at the next channel, which looks like it's going to be Annabelle TV. And then if anybody has the ability to share, then I hope that you will, and we'll see you again in 3 minutes. All right, we're back and we're looking at Annabelle TV. And I see another couple of channels in the chat here. Backwoods Boy Small Engines, good to see you here. Sharon Rowland's in the house, good to see you as well. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. Annabelle TV is an interesting creator. This is somebody who found Superchat just within the last couple of months, but has already had a lot of impact. Now, they are out supporting other creators. They engage conversation here in Superchat, but on their channel, what you're going to find is a lot of variety, and they actually put a lot of consideration into bringing new content to their audience. So a lot of what you'll see are mukbang style challenges on this channel, and a lot of those are almost considered collaborations with other creators, which is really, really cool. But they mix things up as well. So you see a garden update video here, you see a scratch ticket video right here, and then some happy mail right here by the hope, I hope it is. And then some more challenges. So this is really, really cool. But Annabelle TV is with us just about every single day, and they definitely bring humor everywhere that they go. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that. With 582 subscribers, we'd love to see them move a little bit closer towards 600. So hopefully we'll push them a little bit farther today. Now that we're in the second half of the live stream, I'm going to push a little bit faster if I can through channels. We still got a long way to go, well over an hour. We'll get as many channels on the screen as we possibly can. Hopefully everybody is enjoying their July 4th, those of you who celebrate. And Wicked Awesome Gardening says their last collaboration was pretty successful. Collaborating is a great way to build your audience. Even when you have friends on YouTube and you feel like you're both following the same channels and you have the same audience in your live streams and premieres and things like that, you can always benefit, just about always, by collaborating with others. USA Scratchers, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Ghostly Winds is up right now. They're here from Australia. And I really do appreciate when these creators are able to come in, because I know our time zones are so far off, right? I'm in Eastern, close to Niagara Falls in Ontario, Canada. House of X Entertainment Inc. is another couple of creators who've been with Superchat from the beginning. That's Yo, it's your boy Leo, and It's Me Wanston, Yes Honey. Leo was doing premiere last night, I think, if I remember right, gaming. He's been doing a lot of gaming lately. Wanston's been doing a lot of cooking for a while. And these two creators together make House of X Entertainment Inc., where they put a lot of focus on promoting other channels. So when we look at Ghostly Winds, we see retro gaming more than anything else here. And you'll notice the Sega and Nintendo logos on the banner. That gives you an idea of a lot of what you'll find here. And it's interesting because I literally grew up with these things, but Ghostly Winds is able to introduce me to new games that I hadn't already heard of constantly, which is really, really cool. Now, if you can catch them for a live stream, you're going to be able to feel the energy and fun that they're having while they're playing. They really kind of draw you in to their live streams, which is really, really cool. I'm just going to take their latest video and put it in my catch-up list, actually, because they post frequently, and I have a feeling by next weekend I'll already be behind again. So, as well, Ghostly Winds is somebody who goes over and above with generosity. You wonder to yourself who's still going to be with you a year or two down the road after you start your YouTube channel. Ghostly Winds is that friend to me, somebody who's been with me for almost 2 years now. And they go over and above with generosity and friendship. I know that this is a creator who truly has my back out in the YouTube streets, somebody who's willing to share things that they see or notice both here in Superchat and outside, things that can be beneficial both to me and everybody here in the Superchat family. So for that reason, I'm very grateful for the friendship of this creator, but they're also responsible for the naming of my catch-up list, in which I keep caught up with creators, as you saw there when I was saving their video to watch after the stream today. So I hope everybody will enjoy connecting with them. They're on the road to 800 subscribers. They're moving along nicely, and it's likely not going to be very long before they get there. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther today. House of X Entertainment Inc. is coming up right now. If I've missed anything in the chat that you meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up, or at mention Superchat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. House of X Entertainment Inc., like I said, is a couple of already monetized creators. This is It's Me Wanston, Yes Honey, and Yo, It's Your Boy Leo, which are both here. Let me show you their individual channels first. It's Me Wanston, Yes Honey has been doing a lot of cooking lately, but tends to be very spiritual and brings a lot of live streams along those lines as well. And then Yo, It's Your Boy Leo has been doing more gaming than anything else lately. And these two creators together bring us House of X Entertainment Inc. When we look at this channel, you'll see a lot of interviews with creators that are here on YouTube. There's Makeup Mom and Son right there, as a matter of fact. And I've been honored to have been a part of that. They interviewed me and Kristen together, and a lot of other familiar faces, but you'll also be introduced to a lot of creators that you haven't already met. Now, these two creators have been with TuberChat from the beginning, so much so that they were 2 of the first creators to come in to the very first episode of TuberChat, episode number 0, where we were doing a test stream right before we were about to get rolling. So it kind of shows you how supportive they've been for over 2.5 years already, getting on 3 years. It is the generosity in creators like House of X Entertainment Inc. and a lot of their friends that inspired the creation of TuberChat back in the day, as a matter of fact. Pardon me just for a second. We'll be right back, and we'll get to the next channel. And hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat, but I think we're caught up. 10 Veils, good to see you here. That's another friend who's been with me from the beginning, as a matter of fact. Probably 2.5 years. Some of you may have seen 2 channels from that creator, both 10 Veils and 12 Veils. Thank you, Sharon Rowland, for the Happy July 4th messages. I know we have a lot of American friends in the TuberChat family that are celebrating today, and it is a big holiday weekend, as all of our Canadian friends celebrated Canada Day on Friday as well. Step by Step Family is coming up right now. We'll see what they've got going on their channel. They got 236 subscribers right now. We'd love to push them a little bit farther towards the 300 that they're thinking about. And this is a channel I'm still getting to know. I'm just going to take one of your latest fitness challenge videos, put that in my catch-up list. That will help me to get caught up, get to know your content a little bit better. Their Sheen makeup review for 2022 has a premiere coming up in a couple of days. I've set my reminder for that. And I'm just going to dig through your videos here for a second, because we see they're bringing us shorts, videos as well, and then I wonder if live streams are something that have already happened, or if that's something that might be an idea for the future. And then as well, I'm just going to dig through their About section for a second and see what they're saying here. The About section on a channel is very important, and for a couple of reasons. First of all, it's in the algorithm, so it can give YouTube an idea of how to push your content and channel out. But as well, it lets people connect with you in other ways. Like, for instance, here on this channel, they're talking about TikTok, Instagram, and their email address. But as well, it gives you a chance to let everybody know what your channel is about. And likely more people than we think look at our About section. And then as well, when it comes to the idea of possibly sponsored videos, you know that certainly sponsors are looking at the About section of your channel to see how you initially present yourself. So welcome to the family. They're a fun, crazy, and sometimes chaotic blended family of 8. They love to have fun in life and live every day to the fullest. They play games, have competitions, do science experiments, beauty tutorials with 6 girls in the home, and much more. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that variety. And I'm going to spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. And Wicked Awesome Gardening has a question for people about premieres. Do you do them for every video or just special ones? What's your strategy? My opinion, personally, on that, while that's a question for the whole chat, is that I believe almost every video can benefit by being premiered. Now, it's interesting that I say that because on my personal channel I will premiere videos, but on some of the other channels that I run we do not premiere them, and that's because we haven't had success with premieres up until a long time ago. Like, let's say I might have tried a year ago and then didn't give it another try after that because the audience just wasn't reacting in the way that we had intended. Some of the other channels that I run have some polarizing content behind them, and for that reason the chat may be not quite what you're expecting. But in most cases, premieres can really help, and a lot of creators here do a lot of premiering. On our music channel, you might notice that we don't premiere over there as well, but I can tell you, if I ever manage to get videos out for Superchat, they will be premiered, certainly. And the reason why is because more than anything else, if you think about, let's say you had a 10-minute video, would you get more views in the first 10 minutes if it was premiered, or if you just released that video? The idea is that in most cases, probably the answer would be you'd get more views in the first 10 minutes if it was premiered. Pardon me. But the other thing too is that I do have advice for anybody that's going to premiere. In almost every case, I would set the introduction to 5 minutes. You can put any intro on it that you want, whichever one you like or whichever one you think is suitable. But giving that extra couple of minutes on a premiere really matters, because when you think about the fact that, let's say you have a 10-minute video and a two-minute intro, then you're only giving 12 minutes of time available for people to come in. You're only going to catch the people who happen to notice that that premiere's on during that 12-minute period, whereas that extra 3 minutes can help. I'm not saying I'm right. I'm just saying that's a strategy that I would use when I premiere. I always use 5 minutes. When we do things like rating here in Superchat, I always ask everybody to put 5 minutes on their premieres, and it's for two reasons. One, to give me an extra moment here on Superchat to get a channel or two on the screen, but also to maximize the impact of their audience during the premiere, if that makes sense. So forgive me for anything I've missed in the chat. If anybody's mentioned something else that you meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up, or at mention Superchat, connect and grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll try to catch it the next time around. Facing Reality is here with well over 1,000 subscribers. They're almost halfway on the road to 1,100 already. And then Don Ray B, yeah, premiering is not too difficult. When you're about to schedule a video, it gives you the opportunity to premiere, and then you will find a link called Set Up Premiere, and that gives you the chance to set the different things that I'm talking about, like the introduction, and if you're going to redirect after, if you happen to have 1,000 subscribers. Lee World Wellness, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And Facing Reality brings us positive messages in a fun way. They mention that on their banner, but they actually bring that fun everywhere they go, and positivity as well, both here in Superchat and outside when I run into them supporting other creators as well. Good Times Homestead with Jen and Steve. When you did a premiere, you did not see a place to set the time. I promise you it's there. I would do a tutorial for you, but I don't really have right this second something that I can think about as a premiere, unless I think about it for another moment. I'll tell you what we'll do, if you would like, if everybody would like. Let's say for the last 5 minutes of today's live stream, I will show you how to set up a premiere. I'll do one on the music channel. Whether or not I'll keep it the way I said it is another story, but I will show you how to do it if you'd like to. So let's say an hour from now. That'll be right before the end of Superchat. We still have an hour to go, so we got lots of time to put lots of channels on the screen. But if you are able to stay, and if you would like to see that, I'll leave it until about an hour from now. I'll ask everybody after about 55 minutes or so if they still want to see it. And if you do, I'll set one up so that you can see how it's done. And oh yeah, and trailers you can set up as well. See, I haven't done that either. I gotta at one of these days do a really good tutorial on that, but we'll see what I can do about that one of these days. Polly 180 Animation Studios, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Charlene Heel is coming up next. Let's see what Charlene Heel has got going on for us. She's actually got a couple of channels. This is another friend of Superchat that is a powerhouse of energy and positivity. They are literally out supporting all kinds of creators. They seem to be everywhere all the time. Machinist Evolution, good to see you here. And hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. Now, if anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it. Pardon me for a second. Pardon me for that. My allergies are just catching up with me there. If you're on a phone and you are intending on giving a thumbs up, you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. And then, yeah, Superchat's fairly busy all the time, 10 Veils, but thank you for that. And then Lee World Wellness. Hopefully you're doing okay. I do appreciate those thumbs up, by the way, and I do appreciate everybody being here, especially because it's a holiday weekend. So, Charlene Heel, I'm just going to take your latest video from yesterday. I'm going to add this into my catch-up list. That will help me to get caught up, make sure I don't fall too far behind. As you can see, she wants to bring us natural healing, coaching, and transformation more than anything else on this channel. She does bring us all three types of content in video, shorts, and live streams. When we look at her second channel, we see Conscious Business Services and Opportunities. And this is where she wants to bring us the same positivity and motivation with the added bonus of opportunities to build wealth. Nita VR Designs, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And let me see what I can do about adding some more names onto our wheel. I'm overdue now. So it looks like we might even be able to get to everybody today. Don Ray B will come up. Sage Lifestyle. Leave It to Mitch. And I'll spin and we'll get another channel up here, and then we'll get to add some more names as we need them. I usually do it when we get down to about 5 or 6 names on the wheel. Leave It to Mitch is coming up right now. This is a new channel to Superchat. I think this is the first time we're going to be looking at them on the screen. We'll see in a second here. We got to use our filters to get to this channel through the search results, and you can do that on a phone or a computer. And let me just double check. I know I've got the right channel, but let's just check anyway. If my page doesn't want to freeze, which it does, we'll give it a second. And then I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, but what I'm going to do is take one of their latest videos. We'll see what they've got here. I'll take the longer one, and I'll take this video and add it into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list and I'll watch that video in full. I'll leave a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I'll give a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn the notification bell on like I do for all creators. That should make our connection stick, and then hopefully they've got our notification bell on as well so they don't miss our further live streams. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. And hopefully my internet is not choking. But something looks like it's up. We'll try to hold it together. If we lose the stream now, we're not going to come back today because we've already been on for well over an hour and a half. We'll be back Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but hopefully the internet will hold itself together long enough that we can get through another hour here. And you have to pardon me while my internet's choking in the background here. I can't get this window to show up, and that's how I watch the chat. So let's just spin the wheel. That's got to be the right channel. Leave it to Mitch. With 9 subscribers, we'd love to push them up and over the first 10. We know that the race to the first 100 is more challenging than ever, so we just want to do as much as we can to push each other along. But as long as everybody is doing as much as they can, we see channels growing, hitting different milestones, getting monetized, and different things like that all the time. Mrs. VSNC09 is coming up right now. We'll see what they've got going on. You'll have to forgive me. I got blinders on right now. I can't see the chat, but hopefully it will show up for me in another moment. We do have a appointment scheduled where hopefully somebody's finally going to come out and be able to have a look at our internet and solve whatever our problem has been over the last couple of months. Timmy Ray the King, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Christina Akezi, good to see you back in the house. Thank you for coming back in again. Christiana Akezi, I really do appreciate that. Yes, and then hopefully I'm not missing too much in the chat. If anybody's mentioned a question or a comment that I missed, just please mention it again. With 3 thumbs up or at mention Tuber Chat Connect and Grow if there's a question or a comment that you needed me to see. And I will keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. AceFlaw1, good to see you here. That's Andy. He's been with Tuber Chat from the very beginning. I've been connected to him for probably 2.5 years, maybe longer. Mrs. VSNC09 has over 2,700 subscribers, and I see that Rambling with the Brums has come in. That's a fellow Canadian who is also a member. So I've got them on the wheel right away. And then Mrs. VSNC09, you can see, is putting a lot of focus on other creators with their featured channels. When you feature channels on your front page this way, you're saying to the YouTube algorithm and to your audience that these channels are worthy of being featured by you. And then when some of those channels hopefully feature you in return, they're saying to their audience in the YouTube algorithm that your channel is worthy of being featured by them. So you can imagine the impact that that has both on your audiences and on the YouTube algorithm when your channel is featured on so many other creators' front pages this way. So it's something that I recommend for anybody that's willing to do it. It's a great way to trade favors and get a friendship started with another creator. And that's where the strong and solid foundation for our channels really comes from. You can see the generosity of Mrs. VSNC09, and hopefully it's starting to come back with super chats and memberships available on this channel as well. When we get into their content, what you're going to find is a lot of variety. They bring all 3 types of content, including shorts, videos, and live streams. But most of what they do is talk about the royal family. And it's interesting because they really get an engaged conversation going in their live streams. It's worth connecting with this channel just to see that, because I'm so impressed by what I see when Mrs. VSNC09 is leading conversation by being up to date and well versed in her subject, and then able to get a really lively conversation going. That sends incredible engagement signals into the YouTube algorithm, as you can imagine. Life with Mountain Folk is in the house. Good to see you here. And I did say I was going to see about adding some more names onto the wheel if I can. Did I ever put Step by Step Family on there? Yes, I think we just looked at them, right? Sassy Explorers, good to see you here. Good Times Homestead with Jen and Steve. Let's see if you're still in the house. I think so. That's Jennifer Ainger, rhymes with danger, with a slight name change there. And I'm going to take Mrs. VSNC09's birthday tribute for Princess Diana. I'm going to put that in my catch-up list. And the Weightlifting Geek is going to be coming up. This creator's been in the pole position on the Wheel of Doom for the whole stream, I think, as a matter of fact. The Weightlifting Geek wants to motivate us with fitness more than anything else. But this creator does a lot of vlogs, and they always have positive and motivating things to say as well. We get a great look at the creator behind the channel, as a matter of fact, and they take us out for some entertainment as well. So all three types of content on this channel, including shorts, videos, and live streams. And then as well, they have a second channel called the Geek Griller ASMR. So we know we're going to be looking forward to some delicious looking content on that channel. ASMR, of course, is a huge category on YouTube, so I'm curious to see what this creator's going to come up with there. And they've already got over 1,000 subscribers on their main channel. Let's see what they're doing on the Geek Griller ASMR. They got 55 here, halfway on the road to the first 100. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. And this creator happens to be very encouraging to everyone, so I'm hoping we can encourage them by getting them a few more subscribers on both of their channels. Spin the wheel. I did put Wicked Awesome Gardening onto the Wheel of Doom. Scratch and PPA is coming up right now. This is one of the most supportive creators that I've met on all of YouTube, and he has a very interesting interactive series of videos on his channel. For those of you who haven't already connected with Scratch and PPA, he is a shining jewel in the Superchat family, to say the least. And this is a creator who lives wholeheartedly by the idea of giving much more than he expects to receive. And I see it in many different ways, but especially here on YouTube, you will see the same thing, because Scratch and PPA is the reason why I started using the term for many creators, that they seem to be everywhere all the time. He certainly does. Most of us wonder how he even does it. He's able to support all kinds of creators at the same time, engage conversation, and bounces in between premieres and live streams, commenting on videos. And Scratch and PPA gets all of the support that he put. Well, I don't think it's possible for him to get it all back, but he gets as much as he can back, all within a 10 and 15 minute window every Tuesday at 12:15 Eastern, when he drops his premieres. Now, when I talk about the idea of his interactive video series, what I mean is that you get the chance to vote on the content of next week's video if you follow Scratch and PPA on Instagram, Twitter, and or Facebook, which of course I do. So it sets his series apart, makes it unique, a lot of fun to be a part of. A lot of people are very impressed by Pete's editing skills. He puts a lot of work into his videos. It shows right from the very beginning, where he did his very first videos before the Scratch Challenge had started. And he also has a playlist. Now, if you're willing to swap playlists, he will certainly do that with you if you haven't already. And if you find yourself with time to just run a playlist this week, his All Scratch and Pete playlist takes about 16, 17 hours to run. While I mention that, another creator here in the chat, Michael's Adventures, is another extremely generous creator. Always does more to help others than he ever expects back. He's got a few watch time playlists set up, and we will all consider it a favor if everybody will run playlists for both Scratch and PPA and Michael's Adventures, because Scratch and PPA is now close to 1,200 subscribers. He's just working on the hours, but Michael's Adventures is also fast approaching his 1,000 subscribers as well. We want these creators monetized as quick as we can. Now, as well, Scratch and PPA, during those premieres that I talk about every week at 12:15 Eastern, you will find find one of the fastest chats rolling on all of YouTube. Faster than Tuberchat, faster than most others. Because, I believe more than anything else, of the overwhelming support that he gives to everyone. It all comes back in a rush and flood during those premieres. So I hope you'll visit us this Tuesday for his premiere. Some of us have alarms on our phones to make sure we don't miss it, and there are a few creators, probably more than I think, that actually text each other to make sure that nobody misses Scratch and PPA's premiere. So next up is Good Times Homestead with Jen and Steve, and we'll see what they've got going on their channel. This was Jennifer Ainger, rhymes with danger, and they recently changed their name. Pardon me again for a quick second, and I'll be right back. And then thank you for that. The Weekend Warrior, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And when we look at Good Times Homestead with Jen and Steve, we see another homesteading community channel, but this creator brings a lot of variety. As a matter of fact, they bring fun everywhere they go, both here in Tuberchat and outside. They give an overwhelming amount of support both here in Tuberchat and on our copyright-free music channel. For those of you who haven't already seen that, all the same music that you hear in the background of Tuberchat is available as copyright-free music that you can use in your videos and live streams. You see the link dropped in the chat right there by Stream Elements. And we will go and look at that in another 45 minutes after Tuberchat today. And you can meet more friends and family members over there. There is a video game running that you can participate in, and there's, pardon me, link drops, and I know everybody likes that as well. So let us look at Good Times Homestead with Jen and Steve. They've got 198 subscribers. Hoping we can push them a little bit farther, maybe even up and over the 200 that they're thinking about. When we go through their content, we see that they're posting shorts and videos. And I did think that they were streaming, but that could, yeah, there they are. They're streaming as well. So hopefully everybody will enjoy the variety that you find. But this is a channel, and the creator behind the channel brings all kinds of fun, like I said, everywhere they go. So they do bring true engagement into your premieres and live streams when they get there. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get one more channel up here, and I'll add some more names from our chat list. I'm overdue again. Rambling with the Brums is coming up. This is another fellow Canadian who would have celebrated Canada Day on Friday, and he comes from close to our nation's capital, about 6 hours away from me, close to Ottawa. And Rambling with the Brums is a creator who really has built up an incredible reputation as both a supporter and a moderator on a lot of channels. Scott is somebody who really has a good time collaborating with other creators. He has guests on his StreamYard panels for a couple of series of live streams that he does every week, including Procrastination Thursdays and Fellowship Saturdays. And then as well, we see other creators paying tribute to Rambling with the Brums regularly as well. I'm just going to take your Canada Day video. I'm going to put that in my catch-up list. That will help me to get caught up a little bit. This creator as well is bringing us all three types of content: shorts, videos, and live streams. But when you get over there with Rambling with the Brums, particularly for a live stream, you'll notice that they are always putting a lot of focus on helping others get to different milestones of different types. I'm going to put a couple more names onto the wheel now. If my copy and paste wants to work, Life with Mountain Folk will come up. And then as well, Lee World Wellness, Ace Flow 1, Sassy Explorers. And I will add a couple more names in another few moments. Let's spin. We'll get another channel up here. Rambling with the Brums has crossed 1,000 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 1,100 that they're thinking about. I'm just curious, Rambling with the Brums, I hope they're still in the chat, how their hours are. And if I already asked you the other day and you answered, forgive me for not remembering. But I'm just curious, because now that you've passed 1,000 subscribers, I think that's well over a week ago now. Danforth Avenue Wellness is still in the house. I'm going to get them on the wheel as well. Andy, it's always my pleasure getting Ace Flaw 1 onto the wheel. That's another creator, like I said, who's been with me from the beginning. Danforth Avenue Wellness is on the wheel now. Wicked Awesome Gardening has over 1,800, almost 1,900 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. I'm going to grab another video from you. I'm actually going to grab this. This is going to be a great video to watch. When I talk about a lot of the gardening and homesteading channels, I keep talking about the idea that there's so much to learn. But here's an idea for a video that I think is great. 5 reasons why they want to homestead. So I'm going to take this video, I'm going to add it into my catch-up list. That will give me a chance to see what you have to say about that particular subject, because I've still got a lot to learn when it comes to that. Sorry we didn't catch your birthday. That was almost a couple of weeks ago, a week and a half ago already. They did a live stream. I wish I caught that. But this particular creator as well is bringing us videos and streams, and I wonder if, yeah, they're bringing some shorts as well, so that's cool. All 3 types of content on this channel. I'm just going to head over to their About page for a second and see if they've got an introduction there. New England-based raised bed gardening, former container gardening creator, massive raised bed garden from yard to table, which is kind of really cool. We've actually seen a few friends with raised bed gardens. I didn't realize that's what those were called. When I was a kid, my parents had a garden in the backyard. It was a decent size. We used to have zucchinis and cucumbers and tomatoes, and I don't remember what else. But it was right in ground, right? I don't know if raised bed is something that happened after that time as popularity, or if it's something that they just had chosen to do by digging. Lori's Tech Time is in the house, another member, so I've got her on the wheel right away. And let's spin. Hilda DC is on the wheel as one of our moderator squad, of course. She is a very much loved and well-respected creator. Sassy Explorers is coming up next. We'll see what they've got going on. And this is another creator who's been with Superchat for a while now. Saturday Explorers has 233 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 300 they're going to be thinking about. I'm just going to take one of their latest videos because I know I'm behind. I'm going to take the Abandoned Missions Church Pool video, and I'm going to add this into my catch-up list. That will help me to get caught up a little bit. I just want to read their About page as well, because it looks to me like they're doing a lot of abandoned location explorations. And yes, exploring their local history through abandoned buildings and nature, which is really, really cool. I still have more to learn about Sassy Explorers, but I know that they're a loyal and dedicated supporter, to say the least. They've got shorts, videos, and I'm not sure if live streams are there. I'm going to dig through their videos right now and see if that's something that they've already done, or it might be an idea for the future. Mud and Mascara Homestead, I'm going to get your channel onto our wheel right now as well. And let's see what we've got here. Yeah, streams might be an idea for the future, but I just wanted to check. As time goes on, when I put channels on the screen, I get to know them better and better, and over time I get to watch videos and hang out in live streams. I get to know the content better. The idea, of course, is then eventually the stories get better about the channels that I put up. So they haven't done live streams yet, but again, that's just an idea. Not that I even recommend it, it's just something that's an idea more than anything else. And of course, anybody can reach out to me anytime on the other social networks. I'm on Instagram all the time, Facebook most of the time, Twitter some of the time, and I love talking YouTube. So it doesn't have to be questions unless there's something you think I can help with, but I love hearing lessons learned along the way, or different things that you notice both inside and outside of Superchat that can be beneficial to everybody as well. We can share all that information here, and then everybody can make their best decisions from what we learn from each other for our videos and live streams and channels. Life with Mountain Folk has 444 subscribers. This is another channel that I'm getting to know, and they I've been through a few of these car show videos, but I'm just going to take another video from you. This will be a good one. Happy 4th of July from Life with Mountain Folk. I'll see what you had to say there. I'm looking forward to getting to know their channel better, but they tell us on their banner that they're bringing us great outdoors, car shows, food reviews, and more, so we can expect a lot of variety. We can see that they are also doing a lot of shorts as well as videos and live streams, so all three types of content on this channel, and I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 500 subscribers that they're going to be thinking about. I'm going to get the Weekend Warrior onto our Wheel of Doom. We'll spin, we'll get another channel up. Machinist Evolution, I'm going to get you onto our wheel in a second as well. Mike and Rihanna Family Vlogs is coming up right now. I'm moving pretty quickly through channels because we're going to go for about another half hour, and then we'll see how everybody feels about it before the end of the stream today. But we can do a tutorial on how to set up a premiere if you would like to. So Mike and Rihanna Family Vlogs, I'm just going to take your latest video. What are we building? Husband and wife decided to build something in the backyard yard. So I'm going to see what you have to say there. I'm going to put that in my catch-up list, and that will help me to get caught up. And then, oh yes, in Medicine Hat, I should know that Mike and Rihanna Family Vlogs are Canadian as well, and they would have celebrated Canada Day on Friday. In Medicine Hat, Alberta, Canada, and our dynamic and energetic family, plus 2 cats and 3 dogs. They love bringing you their adventures from cooking, traveling, and all-out fun and entertainment, and they love sharing their life, which is kind of cool. So we can expect a lot of variety from these creators, but I also noticed that Mike and Rihanna Family Vlogs are often out supporting other creators as well. When I bounce in between premieres and live streams, I run into them regularly. Ordered Steps, I'm going to put your channel on the wheel right now. I think we're going to be looking at that for the first time in Audrey's Kitchen. Craig's Outdoor Adventures, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And like I said, we got about a half an hour to go, so we still got time for a lot of channels on the screen. Lee World Wellness, we'll see what you've got going on here. This might be a brand new channel for Tuber Chat. We'll get them on the screen and see. They've got 11 subscribers right now, a fairly brand new channel. And wellness channel, believes in healthier alternatives and growing your own food, which is really cool. Now, I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, so what I'm going to do is take this video. It is shorter than we usually watch at 3 minutes or longer, but I'm going to use this because basically this is what's here for now, right? We'll be looking forward to your next upload, but I'm going to take this and add it into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I will go through my watch later list and watch your video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I'll give you a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn your notification bell on as I do for all creators. That should make our connection stick, and then hopefully you have our notification bell on so you don't miss our further live streams. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. Lori's Tech Time is coming up right now as well. This creator brings us a lot of reviews of tech gadgets. Some of them are independent, like an iPhone video that they did that did very well, and then some of them, a lot of them, are from a subscription service called Gadget Discovery Club, which is really, really cool. As well, this creator expands into a lot of video gameplay, and they mix the games up based on what they think the audience will react to, so that's kind of cool to see as well. And then Lori's Tech Time is getting very close to 1,000 subscribers. So close, as a matter of fact, she might even have it by the time we see her on Friday again. Super Chat's always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Lori's Tech Time's been a member for a long time, so of course we had put them on the wheel as soon as they got here. But this creator also is somebody who's able to keep up with their gameplay and the chat at the same time. They will give you a warm welcome, and they will invite everybody to meet more friends and family members when you're over there, as well as they've got a lot of shorts videos as well. So all three types of content on this channel, and Lori's Tech Time's an extremely supportive creator, bouncing in between premieres and live streams, and I run into them supporting others regularly. So let's spin the wheel. We'll get the Weekend Warrior up here and see what they've got going on their channel. And this is another creator who's been with us a couple of times now, but I'm just going to see, I'm not sure if we had your channel on the screen or not. I think this is the first time we're looking at it. Now we got to make sure that we spell this right. The Weekend Warrior has an interesting spelling for their name, as you can see. And I just want to make sure I get the right channel because I've got the wrong one here, right? So we got to make sure that we grab the avatar that matches the creator in the chat. So I'm going to look for it right now. I might have to grab them in another way, actually. Mostly Hot Wheels and Shorts. I'm just going to grab their channel by go-to channel, and we got to make sure we're looking for the right channel. Now the reason one of the reasons I don't do a lot of link drops here is so that we can search, find, and click on each other's names, because that's a great benefit to any creator. The more we search, find, and click on each other, the more our channels are going to rise up the search results, and YouTube will eventually do a better job of predicting when we're looking for this particular Weekend Warrior. Now they've got 282 subscribers, and their spelling is something a little bit different. Oh, I should have put their no spaces in their name. It probably would have come up. So hopefully everybody will find them without no trouble. And if you don't use spaces, you'll do a better job than I did of catching them. You can see that they are bringing shorts and videos. Now, this is the first time we're looking at this channel, so I'm going to dig through their videos because I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream. I usually look for something, pardon me, around 10 minutes if I can find something. I'm going to take this 15-minute video and I'm going to add this into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list and watch that video in full. I'll leave a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I'll give a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn the notification bell on. That should make our connection stick, and then hopefully they have our notification bell on so they don't miss our further live streams. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. We're going to get Audrey's Kitchen up here right now and see what they've got going on their channel. This might be one that we're looking at for the first time as well. This usually happens towards the end of Superchat's live streams. Now, it might be interesting for you to know, but every day we get over 100 different channels that come through the chat on average, sometimes more than others, and then 5 to 10 of those channels on average are brand new every single day. So there's always new creators to meet. Now, again, I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, so I'm going to dig through Audrey's Kitchen here and see what they've got for content. If I can find something around 10 minutes, most of their videos are shorter. They do have some streams here and shorts, so we see all three types of content here. I'm just going to take this 8-minute video and I'm going to put this into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do again is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list. I'll watch that video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I'll give you a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn your notification bell on as I do for all creators. That should make our connection stick, and then hopefully you have our notification bell on as well so you don't miss our further live streams. Are always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. You have to pardon me for a second. My voice is at the end of the road for these 4 days, and then we'll be back on Friday. We still got about 25 minutes to go, and if anybody hasn't already been on the wheel or the screen and you're still watching or listening, just please say anything at all in the chat. I'll get you on there. 10 Veils is there. Ace Flaw 1 is Andy. This is a creator who's been with Superchat from the very beginning, connected to me for about 2.5 years. They were actually with me for some Playlist Buddies experiments we were doing on my personal channel before we started Superchat. If anybody in the house is willing to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. First Floor Audio, I've got you on the wheel now. Ace Flaw 1 brings us travel videos more often than anything else. Let's spin the wheel. We'll see who's coming up next. I'll get through as many channels as I can in the next 20 minutes or so. Rich Cat Ranch is still here. I'm just going to get you onto our wheel in a second as well. That's Richard and Kathy. And the reason I know that is because I watched their introduction video, which they did, that was fantastic. I hope everybody will check that out when you get there. Andel Homestead, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Ordered Steps is up on the screen right now. And Ordered Steps has 167 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 200 that they're thinking about. It's been a little while, but they've been here before. I'm just going to take one of your latest videos. I'm going to take this 5-minute one because the rest are a little bit shorter. I'm going to add that into my catch-up list. That will help me to get caught up a little bit, make sure I don't fall any farther behind with you, and hopefully we'll see some new content short enough. They've been putting a few short videos out, which is cool, some official shorts as well. When we look at Ordered Steps, this is a channel I'm still getting to know, but it looks like pure variety, commentary about their day, what they hear, what they see, reviews, and they'll post just about anything, which is kind of cool. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them, but it's been a pleasure having you in the chat, engaging conversation today. Let me spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here, and I'm really going to race through channels now, probably a minute per channel, so that we can get as many on the screen as we can in the next 20 minutes. Don Ray B is coming back up. This is another creator that's fairly new to TuberChat. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for this live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. And if you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded when I'm on a phone from time to time. The thumbs up, we're at 85 right now by my count. I don't know whether we'll actually hit 100 today. We'll probably get close. We usually do it almost every day now, but I do appreciate every thumbs up that everybody can give. I ask you just to double check, because like I said, even I have to be reminded when I'm on a phone from time to time. Hopefully the stream is holding itself together. 10 Veils, if you want to just refresh possibly, and whenever you're live streaming, for instance, this is just a hint for everybody, but when you see somebody in the chat that lets you know that you are possibly buffering or something is wrong, then what you want to do is wait until you see the same thing said by 2 or 3 different people. If one person tells you you're buffering, it's probably their connection. But if 2 or 3 people tell you, then you know you've got something to look at. Usually I find that refreshing the device or the browser helps. Don Ray B is fairly new to TuberChat. I'm still getting to know this channel. I'm just going to dig through their videos here and see if I can find something else that I can learn a bit more about them from. I'm going to take this quail grow out hutch, and I'm going to take this video and put it in my catch up list. That will help me to catch up with your content a little bit better. The idea, of course, is that, you know, hopefully when you're here, your channel's on the screen more often than not, and then as well, I get to know your content through videos and streams over the next many months, as well as if we connect outside on the other social networks, I'll get to know the creators behind the channels, and the stories get better when I'm promoting your channel every time that you're here. I'm on Instagram all the time, Facebook most of the time, Twitter some of the time. If you'd like to connect with me, it's all one word, Tuber Chat, everywhere. I'm easy to find. And I love talking YouTube. It doesn't have to be questions, but it can be if there's something you think I can help with. But otherwise, I'm always happy to hear lessons learned along the way or things that people notice, both here inside and outside of Tuber Chat, so that I can share that information and we can all benefit by making the right decisions for our videos and live streams. Timmy Ray the King, I've got you on the wheel. And 10 Veils is up. This is a creator that's been with me from the beginning, probably 2.5 years with Tuber Chat since it started. They actually have two channels, 10 Veils and 12 Veils, and you'll catch them on both. But I'm just going to see what you've got going on here. I know I'll be behind, but I'm going to grab a latest video, and I'm going to grab this and put it into my catch-up list. And this creator is somebody who does a lot of live streaming and is very engaging and keeps up with the chat very well. And like I said, I've been connected to them for a long time. So it's great to have you here, especially for a holiday, by the way. So 10 Veils, like I said, has a second channel called 12 Veils as well. And here they are, and we don't have a sub count on this channel, but that's okay. It'd be great to support this creator on both of these channels. I'm just going to dig through your videos and take one of your latest ones to catch up on this channel with as well. I will take your latest video, African Festival in Brooklyn, and add that into my catch-up list as well. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here and see who's coming up next. Collecting Coins with Gianna, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. That's a creator that wants to show us numismatic collectible coins and precious metals, but also brings us challenges for the purpose of helping to save money. Andel Homestead is coming up right now. We'll see what they've got going on their channel. And with almost 1,400 subscribers, I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards that milestone. And Homestead obviously comes to us from the homesteading community of channels, and I keep talking about this, but we find a lot of very generous creators, and some of that I think just comes down to the human nature behind a lot of these creators. There is an instinct to want to help and want to share between these creators, both resources and helping each other do things or doing things for each other, and we see an incredibly supportive community. And Homestead is no exception. This is somebody who's been with Tuber Chat for a while now, but I also see them out supporting other creators while I'm bouncing in between premieres and live streams regularly as well. So again, hopefully we can push them towards the 1,400 subscribers that they're thinking about. When we look at what they intend to bring us on their channel, we can see that they're in a rural area of northeastern North Carolina. They enjoy the slower side of life. They're retired, and their priorities are loving Heavenly Father and their family and their garden, which is great. So hopefully everybody will take some inspiration from these creators as well as entertainment on their channel. Holistic Living with Abby Stockermom. I'm going to get you onto our wheel in a second here. First Floor Audio is coming up right now. This is a fairly new friend to Tuber Chat. We'll see what they've got going on their channel for today. They do a bunch of live streams as well as other content. Abby Stockermom was one of my favorite names for a channel over the last couple of years here in Tuber Chat. And First Floor Audio is bringing us, let me just see if they do have actually, not shorts yet, but they got videos and live streams. And it's interesting, the other day they were singing so much on a live stream, but often they bring, let me see how they put it on their about page. self-taught musician, creating, writing, and sequencing original and popular music. They challenge themselves to write a piece of music live while you watch and chat. Like I said, the last time I caught them, they just happened to be singing more than producing, but that's okay. So I've got my notification for your next live stream. That's going to be coming up in a couple of days, and hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting to this creator. We'd love to push them a little bit farther towards the 500 that they're thinking about, to see their community tab pop up as well. Inspire so many, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And Nancy Ogbabor TV, good to see you here as well. Thank you for coming in. And let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. So it's just about time I should ask everybody if you want to see how to set up a Premiere. If everybody here pretty much knows how to do it, there's nothing new that I'm going to show you that you don't already know if you've done it before, but I can show everybody if you'd like to. But I'll leave it up to the chat to let me know if you want to see that. So a simple yes or no in the chat will let me know whether you want to see that tutorial or not. It will likely be very clunky, but it's pretty easy stuff, to be honest with you. Hilda DC is a very much loved and well-respected creator. She's part of our moderator squad, has been for a long time. She's a dear friend of mine. As a matter of fact, all of our moderators have channels of their own. They're dear friends of mine, and all have been for a very long time. They're all dear friends of each other. They will all allow and encourage you to meet more friends and family members when you're on their channels, whether it's for premieres or live streams. Hilda DC posts almost every single day. She does mukbang style challenges and product reviews more than anything else, but sometimes she's just kind of chilling, having a live stream. The shorts are pure variety, so you get all three types of content on her channel, and there's a lot more variety here as well, to be honest with you. She is fully monetized, lots of ways to support her, including super chats and memberships when you get there. You will also see this creator hopping in on other StreamYard panels as well, sharing content in that way, which is a great way to collaborate and generous thing to do for other creators by changing the dynamic of their content. So Hilda DC also has a lot of positive affirmations that will run between her content in her premieres, live streams, both from the creator herself, special effects on screen. She even gets the robots involved in helping with that as well. A very positive and encouraging and motivating creator. And like I said, a very much loved and well-respected creator as well. Holistic Living with Abby Stockermom is coming up next. So I'll get through the channels that are on the wheel right now, and then we'll talk about how to do a premiere. I'll try to get through it as quickly as I can. Hopefully our internet will cooperate while I try to do it. Holistic Living with Abby Stockermom actually has a premiere running. So she'll have fresh content for us to see when we get to that channel after Tuber Chat. They're fully monetized, lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. This creator has almost 1,300 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. Mind Forked, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And I'm just going to take a video from Abby Stockermom here and add this into my catch-up list. That will help me to get caught up, make sure I don't fall any farther behind. This is a creator who's a longtime friend of Tuber Chat, very supportive creator to many other channels, and then as well always engages conversation everywhere that they go. So let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here and see who is coming up next. It's going to be Timmy Ray the King, and we'll see what they've got going on. Hilda did a live stream last night, yes, and I forget who was on with you. I know Makeup Mom and Son hopped on. A lot of our moderators you'll see together in different StreamYard panels and things like that. Hopefully everybody's enjoying their July 4th. Inspire So Many's just asking what everybody's holiday plans are. Our Canadian friends have all celebrated Canada Day on Friday. Timmy Ray the King is here with 570 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 600 that they're thinking about. I'm just going to take a racing video from you here and put it in my catch-up list because I know I'm behind. They've been putting out a lot of very short videos lately, but hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. There's a lot of variety here. A lot of racing lately. And there you go, just a channel for something to do and bring good videos to everybody. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that. But I see Timmy Ray the King out supporting creators all the time. And when I'm bouncing in between premieres and live streams, supporting as many creators as possible, I run into them regularly. Jeremy D-Day has been here for most of the live stream, so I've got you on the wheel as well. Let's spin. We'll get another channel up here. We're going to look at Mud and Mascara Homestead. Now, this is a channel I'm still getting to know. I think we've had them on the screen before, but it may only have been just once. Forgive me if I'm mistaken about that, but we'll see what they've got going on here. I'm mistaken. Yeah, this is the first time we're putting them up, so that's okay. 51 subscribers. They're already halfway on the road to their first 100. We know that the first 100 is more challenging than ever, but as long as everybody's doing as much as we possibly can for each other, everybody is rolling along, growing their channels, hitting different milestones of different types. If anybody in the house is willing to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, so I'm going to take your breakfast video here, and I'm going to add this into my catch-up list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my catch-up. I meant to put it in my watch later list. Let me move this for a second here. I will put it in my watch later list. After the stream today, I'll go through my watch later list and watch your video. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that breakfast video. I'll give you a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn your notification bell on as I do for all creators. That should make our connection stick. And then hopefully you have our notification bell on so you don't miss our further live streams. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. Willow Way Ranch, good to see you here. And Vibes with the Thompson family, always a pleasure to see you as well. They're a longtime friend of Superchat. Let's spin the wheel. Let's get Sage Lifestyle up here because we just spun the wheel. And Sage Lifestyle has 123 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. I see I'm behind with you. I'm just going to take your latest video, this Team Jamaica. I'm going to put that in my catch-up list, and that will help me to catch up with your content a little bit. Might be interesting to know here on TuberChat, for the longest time, the top 4 countries were probably the United States, Canada, the UK, and Jamaica, and I think that has changed now, but they float around there with Australia and a couple of other channels. Klastic TV, good to see you here. Thanks for coming in. They happen to be a member, so I'm going to put them onto the wheel right away. Elastic TV, and Jack Dawson is in the house as well, another member, a longtime dear friend of TuberChat. I'm glad I caught you the other day. I know it's been a while. Jack Dawson just dropped a super chat on us, so I'm actually going to make their channel the next one that we look at. Now, when I look for Jack Dawson, I have to go a little bit further in the chat. You'll see what I mean here in a second. When Jack Dawson was the lead character in the Titanic movie, it made that name one of the most popular names on the internet. So we have to go a little bit farther to find his channel. But when we type in something like Jack Dawson MLB The Show, which stands for Major League Baseball, it's a video game. I'm going to put that in the chat for you to copy and paste or type out if you'd like. His videos come up first. The more we search, find, and click on each other, the more this channel and others like it are going to rise up the search results, and eventually YouTube will do a better job of predicting when we're looking for this particular Jack Dawson. This creator streams almost every single day. They mix up the video gameplay between a lot of the popular stuff, including Assassin's Creed, Call of Duty, like I said, MLB The Show, even Lego Star Wars is there now. And they've got almost 2,500 subscribers, so I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. And Jack Dawson has been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for an extremely long time. He will always say love, support, and respect is the key. That's what you'll find from him and from his community. He will always allow and encourage you to meet new friends and family members when you're on his channel. So thank you, my dear friend Jack Dawson, for another super chat. I really do appreciate that. Klastic TV is coming up right now. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for this live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. And if you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it. You don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded from time to time. Pardon me, I had to run there for a second. My allergies are just driving me bananas. Klastic TV brings us delicious looking content. Mind Fork just dropped a super chat, so we're going to look at that channel next before I spin the wheel again. And we've got a tutorial coming up. I'm going to show everybody how to set up a Premiere, and it should be pretty quick. It's fairly easy stuff. I'm obviously doing it on a computer. Where you have the most options and features. I'm just going to take Klastic TV's latest video and add this into my catch-up list. This is an extremely generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter who has been previously featured on Superchat as well. They've got 475 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 500 that they're thinking about. We'd love to see this creator come out with their community tab. Mind Forked just dropped a super chat on us, so I'm going to put that channel up right now. And I'm just going to read their about section, see if I could do a better job of describing exactly what they want to bring here. When you want to make your mind go boom, ufology, paranormal, power of consciousness, ancient civilizations, reincarnation, giant starseeds, quantum entanglement, community building, and foppery. I'm hoping none of those words are things I shouldn't have said, but Mind Fork seems to want to debunk a lot of misconceptions about a lot of different things. That's my interpretation, but I'm still getting to know this channel. As a matter of fact, what I'm going to do is grab another one of their videos so that I can see what they are up to. It's easier for me to grab videos than it is live stream replays. I'm going to take this museum video and I'm going to add this into my catch-up list. But Mind Forked is fairly new to TuberChat, but obviously bringing fun, if not comedy, everywhere that they seem to go as well. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. We'd love to push them a little bit closer towards the 200 subscribers that we know that they're thinking about. Love and Live Show, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And Danforth Avenue Wellness is coming up right now. Let's see what they've got going on. Takes me a while to get to know a channel, just like it does for everybody, I'm sure. By putting channels on the screen, I get to know them a little bit better. By watching videos over weeks and months, I get to know the content better. And then if we connect on the outside social networks, I get to know creators as well. So my stories will get better when I'm promoting your channel every time you're here. And like I keep saying, I'm on Instagram all the time, Facebook some of the time, and Twitter occasionally as well. Danforth Avenue Wellness is somebody who brings us a lot of support both here on TuberChat and on our copyright-free music channel. We'll go and look at that after TuberChat. The live redirect is already set. I'm going to do a tutorial quickly after we get through our next channel, and we'll just show everybody how to set up a Premiere. In case you haven't already done that, I'll show you some of the options that might be available. It's unfortunate. I have to do it on the music channel that's only got 500 subscribers, so I don't have the opportunity to show you every single thing that's available, but we'll see. We'll fight our way through it when we get there. Danforth Avenue Wellness is bringing us pure variety on their channel. Let's see what they have to say actually on their About page so I can possibly do a better job of describing. Accidentally clicked on a short video there. I don't usually watch videos or subscribe while I live stream. And they're just uploading pure variety by the look of it more than anything else. I'm just going to take one of their latest videos, this legend video, and I'm going to put that in my catch-up list just because it's a little longer than some of the others here, and obviously shorts on this channel as well. But like I said, they've been giving us a lot of support both on TuberChat here as well as on our copyright-free music channel, and you saw the link drop for that as well. Jamie Hart is here. I'm going to put Rich Cat Ranch up right now. Jamie Hart happens to be a member, so we're going to put that channel up right away. She recently did a Paula Abdul cover that I keep mentioning. She does karaoke covers on her channel, but pure variety as well. Happens to be a cat lover also. So Rich Cat Ranch, this is Richard and Kathy. They did a very great job on their introduction video, and I hope everybody will check that out when you get here. I'm just going to see if I can... Here it is, just a few days ago. It's very short, a minute and a half. It does the job perfectly, but they really did a great job. So I keep talking about this all weekend, but almost 1,400 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the next milestone. When we look at them, the German Shepherd dog, Serena and Boone cats, and a thoroughbred. Oh, my goodness, they've got lots and lots of stuff. I've still got more to learn about Rich Cat Ranch, obviously. They love teaching people how to raise waterfowl for pets, eggs, along with sharing their life, animals, daily routines, recipes, tidbits of wisdom. And that's really, really cool. So we can expect a lot of variety here. But like I talk about with a lot of the farming, homesteading, gardening, camping, outdoor activity channels, we have a lot to learn. So I'm just going to take another video from them, and I'm going to look for something that's recent, actually. I've got a notification on for your next premiere. That's tomorrow. And I'm just going to take this latest video here. And I'm going to put this in my catch-up list. The latest one that I haven't already been through. And let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. It's almost time for us to go and do that tutorial in a second. Laced Up 4187, good to see you in the house. Jeremy D-Day is coming up right now. We'll see what they've got going on. Jeremy D-Day has actually been with Superchat for since the beginning, probably 2.5 years, connected to me on my personal channel, as well as incredibly supportive when we got to starting live streaming here. Paralife TV, I've got you on the wheel as well. They've been here since the beginning of the stream. True Crime Time with Cassie and Molly. I was happy to catch your live stream the other day. They were doing a dual stream. She was that's Cassie. She was doing it on both of her channels. But I was happy to catch that just so that you can get that channel to start moving as well. I saw it actually come up in my recommendations for both channels, but I went to the newer channel just figuring you probably need more watch hours and things like that over there. I always have a good time hanging out with Cassie. On her other channel, Oracles and Beyond, you'll get free oracle readings, not just from her, but some of her friends as well. Jeremy D-Day, like I said, has been with Superchat from the beginning. They post pure variety on their channel. When we look at JD Knight 7, we see the same creator with an original channel and over 4,000 subscribers, 4.3 almost now already. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. JD Knight 7 is an incredibly supportive creator. They are out bouncing around between premieres and live streams. He supports on all of my channels, and I just mentioned that because I want you to understand what kind of support you can expect to get back from this creator after you connect with them. So let us spin the wheel. We'll get to Paralife TV, your everyday wheelchair ninja. That is Shane. He was recently on vacation, but we'll be back to the regular schedule, I'm sure. I've hung out with this creator, and it's interesting because he's got a different perspective than most of us might have. He brings us life in a wheelchair, where you're able to see the world through his eyes and understand some of the different, I don't know how to what is it, diplomatically say? I don't know how to say it properly. He gives us a perspective that might be unique to a lot of us. But the other thing too is there's a lot to learn on this channel. Now, I've hung out with him in live streams where he's literally been working out while I've been sitting eating snacks while I watch and participate in the chat, and I find that kind of comedic myself. But he actually does some do-it-yourself videos on his channel as well. So he's showing us different aspects of his own life, but but also bringing education in other ways. I usually find that there's always a couple of different things to learn every time I catch Shane, whether it's on a video or a live stream. Almost at 1,300 subscribers right now, so I'm hoping we can push him a little bit farther and get him rolling a little bit closer to the next milestone. He's incredibly supportive and has been here in Tuber Chat for a while now. So I'm just going to go over to our front page and get into our actually no, I'm not going to go into our front page. I'm going to get the other channel up here. I got to get the music channel. I don't know how effective this is going to be when I think about it right now. Why don't we take an extra moment? Forgive me while I dance back and forth between my ideas here, because Tuber Chat has enough subscribers that we can show probably all aspects of what's going to happen. We will take the whole process from beginning to setting up a premiere right now. And Jamie Hart's channel will be the last one that we look at after we get this done here right now. What I was talking to everybody about half an hour ago or a little bit longer, maybe even an hour ago, was the idea of setting up a premiere and what's involved. So it's easy stuff. A lot of people here in Tuber Chat have already been through this, but I do just want to show you how the process works for anybody that hasn't seen it. There's a couple ways to get into your YouTube studio, but going through the front page and just clicking on that customize gives you a chance to get in there. You don't have to be in your YouTube studio to upload a video, but I always do it this way. So I'm just going to show you kind of what I do. What I'm going to do, while my internet chokes and I realize more and more how much of a bad idea this might be, is go up to the create button up here, and it gives us the opportunity to upload a video. And I should have something that I can upload on my computer right away. Now, hopefully it's not going to take forever to upload, and it'll get sorted in a second here. This might be a horribly bad idea because we're live streaming, so the internet's always slower while we're doing this. We're putting a lot of pressure both on the internet connection as well as the processor for the computer. So we find that things can choke a little bit. As you can see, my RAM is trying to recycle itself and it's choking while it's doing it, but we'll fight through this if we can. And you'll just remember that this is at the end of episode 429 of Tuber Chat, if it's going to work at all. And for real, we're being a little bit patient here, but things don't seem to want to go. But I do appreciate everybody hanging out and waiting it out with me. Sitting here literally wondering if it's going to work at all. So we'll have to be patient. We're just putting an unbelievable load onto the internet connection as well. Oh, and this might be a bad idea because it might make our whole stream choke. But we'll try it out anyway. So now we're uploading. Now I already have in my channel settings a lot of settings already set so that the same information comes up in every video. And when you use special characters in a title of a video that you're uploading, you have to re-enter those. When they come up, this is going to be a video that's going to come out in a few weeks on the music channel, but I'm just uploading it here because I can, so that we can see the steps involved in getting this done. It's going to give us the opportunity to monetize if we are if we are monetized, and I don't think I have any choice but to go through this too. This is going to cause me a real bunch of stress right now. Oh goodness, forgive me for the clunkiness of this. Hopefully I'll do this as a video one of these days so that it can be a lot easier to watch and get through. Thank God for that two-factor authentication. I can tell you actually, in whatever way, there was a real attempt to get into my Facebook account the other day, and that might have just been a robot, but it might not have been. And we know a lot of people have had their Facebook accounts and Instagram accounts and things like that hacked lately. So, of course, you just do the simple things, change your password and use your two-factor authentication and all that stuff. And when we get to the next section, this is just something that talks about ad suitability, and this is when you are monetized. So you may not have to worry about that right now, but it's something that will come up for most or all creators eventually. Forgive me because this is really, really, really slow. But I did want to get through this. As long as everybody's still meeting each other in the chat, that's great. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up, we might actually slide right by 100 today, so I will appreciate that. We're getting really close. Now that we've got that set, we can click next, I think. We'll get into the elements. Now, I add end screens. It's a good idea to add cards. Subtitles is something you can get into as well, and you can really help your videos by expanding into other languages if you have the ability to do that. So while I'm uploading the video, it's going to give me the chance to set up a premiere right away. When I get to the visibility page here, I can click on schedule, and as soon as I open this, it gives me the chance to set as a premiere. And you see this down here, they've got a little tooltip for us. So I can set that as a premiere, and I can change the time. So I'm going to put this far in advance because I don't want to make the mistake of this video actually coming out. I have to go back and fix this later. But we'll leave that as it is. You want to put it at the right time. Now, if you don't know what is the right time to post on your channel, my suggestion is for posting videos to put them out at 9 a.m. Saturday. If you can, or the best idea is when you can be there, especially for a premiere. If it's a premiere and you don't know when to do it, I suggest at noon, because you'll catch more people at that moment. When I'm in the Eastern time zone, I have to be considerate that there are people out on the West Coast that are not awake yet. And that's just here in North America. That's not including other parts of the world. So these are things to consider, right? But by putting it out at noon instead of 9 a.m., I get the chance to meet more or catch more people right now while the premiere is going to run, or like at the time it's going to run. And the most important thing is the first hour after you post your video, followed by the second hour, third hour, all the way up to about 48 hours for the algorithm. Hopefully our stream is still holding itself together. And then as well, they've got this area to set up a premiere. Now you can find this area after your video's uploaded. If you've put it as private, you can do this later. You will find this area in most places. If you have over 1,000 subscribers, you will find the opportunity to put a redirect after this premiere and then send somebody into another live stream that is upcoming, or another premiere. You can almost get a premiere train going, something like that. I think I haven't done that yet. And then as well, a trailer can be set, and that's something people can watch when they first get to the page before the premiere runs. When you get into your options here, you just have the chance to change different introductions. I think Pete always uses the inspirational one, which is probably my favorite one now. And then it's just the music behind it that's pleasant. And then you have the opportunity to change the time of the intro. YouTube's going to default from 2 minutes, but you can knock that down to 1 minute if you want to. I suggest in most cases changing it to 5 minutes. And then once you click save, your video will be ready to go. And then you can click schedule to make sure that that's going to be what YouTube has for that video. It says still checking the video. It's got to check for a couple of things. Make sure copyright claims and stuff like that. which of course there won't be because that's a video from our copyright-free music channel. And then I'm going to click close. Now if I go over into my content tab, I'm going to see that that video is going to be set up and ready to go. If you've uploaded your video as private or unlisted, you will see options to set it as a premiere. And when I click on this pending, there's the stuff right there. And that gives you an idea. Yours might look just slightly different than mine. So we'll get another channel up here, True Crime Time with Cassie and Molly. They just got a membership, and I really do appreciate that extra support. So thank you, Cassie, for that. I'm just going to spin the wheel, and we're going to look at these last two channels. If anybody in the house would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. And then Jamie Hart is still on the wheel. We'll look at that channel as well. But members always get added to the wheel as soon as I see them in the chat. So that's the reason I just wanted to look at True Crime Time, which is the second channel from the creator behind Oracles and Beyond, actually. And I caught them for what was my first live stream on their channel yesterday. Let me just get them up here. True Crime Time with Cassie, Molly, if I would spell it right. Here it is. And when we click on this channel, we see 144 subscribers. Now, obviously, true crime is something that's become incredibly huge if it wasn't already, and I think that that's due to podcasting. It's just a really huge category on a lot of different social platforms. So we'll be looking forward to what they're coming up with here. With 144 subscribers, they're well on their way. We'd love to push them a little bit closer to the 200 we know they must be thinking about. And I'm just going to show you her other channel, Oracles and Beyond. Cassie's been a longtime friend of Superchat. It might be as long as a couple of years now, as a matter of fact. And she brings you free oracle readings on her channel, along with a bit more variety. But during her live streams, you will be able to get an idea as to what might have been going on in your life recently, what might be to come, what might be happening right now. And she has other friends that come on panel with her to give you more perspectives on the same type of thing. And then, of course, she's fully monetized, lots of ways to support her, including super chats and memberships when we get there. I'm going to spin the wheel. We will get to Jamie Hart's channel. This is a creator that brings us a lot of variety, but as well some karaoke covers, as a matter of fact. And that was the last thing that I caught from her, was a Paula Abdul cover the other day, which I enjoyed because that's a long time, one of my favorites from the end of the 80s there, or whenever that was. Hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with her. Like I said, it's a lot of variety on this channel. She's a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. So I'm just going to drop the link once. The live redirect is set to go if everybody wants to come over to the music channel. The live stream is already running. It's virtually 24/7 over there. There is always music playing, and it is copyright free, of course. It's all the same music you hear in the background of Tuberchat mixed together, and you can use that kind of music in your videos and live streams. Forgive me for the channels that we did not make it to today. We went a little bit over time, but I did want to show everybody that premiere setup, even though it was a little bit clunky. I do appreciate everybody's patience. We're back Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday here on Tuberchat, but I hope you'll come over to the music channel within the next few minutes, and we'll see you over there. Thanks, everyone. Happy 4th of July to you all. Bye-bye.